Hi everyone. I decided to come hang out with you guys, and yeah, I need to be with my guitar, and you guys get to come on this amazing ride. Yeah, that I get to go on and get to share with you all. Okay, let's see where we go. Just, holy smokes. Just, that was a godsmacker. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Holy shit. Holy smokes, like crap. That was. It's just. This blows me away every time I pick up the guitar. You know, I go through. I'm going through stuff myself, and then, the more that I move and deal with what I'm dealing with right now, and the one thing that I just stay true to me. I've always been that way. But I have somebody behind the scenes trying to manipulate something I said to being something other than what I said. And now that person has an agenda. Oh, you shouldn't be here. We should be helping everybody. I said, no, if you want to help this person, that's fine. But not with us, what we're doing. If you want to fill your boots, go for it. And I said, the only reason I'm not going to get involved with this person because they have a serious drinking problem. I don't have time. And honestly, we're all trying to work hard to deal with the situation we have. And, and it's like this person in a 5-day span, 5 to 6 days span, has called me, 6 times? And 3 to 4 of those phone calls were like 2 hours. But it's the same time. And then somebody said something to me that they have a drinking problem. I said, oh, that's what I'm dealing with. And so I start setting boundaries. And, this person kept on crossing my boundaries. And like even the first phone call I ever had with this person, she says to me, I want to be friends with you. And I went, sorry, no, I don't want to be friends with anybody here. I'm here to help people. But I have no time beyond that. I have my friends. I have my world. Right? And, I say what I mean what I say. And my friend Deb, I love you, sister. I love you. I love you. Beyond words. This experience that I'm having has shown me how much I've grown, and I don't get entangled in all this other stuff. And I know who the root of the problem is right now. I know exactly what's going on. And I had to go for a drive just to get away with what I'm doing right now. As I drove, see, these people here don't understand what I understand, but also understand, is that we get signs from the universe all the time. And through you guys that I've connected with over the last however many years, have spoke of this stuff and, your stories, what this means, that means. And I listen, I hear, but I now see it. And everything I'm going through right now, like even when I went for a drive a bit ago there, and I was driving down the road, and there's this clarity, just instant. And all of a sudden, my light, and I looked down, and it was 4:44. And I just burst out laughing with joy. Thank you, universe. Thank you. And, it was a sign from the universe supporting me, letting me know we hear you, but you are hearing us, more importantly. And to learn to trust myself and not ignore. And it's like, when people show you who they are, that is who they are. How they speak about other people, how they speak about this and that and everything else. Right? And that tells me more about who they are. If I'm talking to them, and then they'll say something, but they've never allowed me to finish my sentence. Or then they try to tell me, well, you should do this, do that. And that's not what I'm. And like it just they don't understand where I come from, and that's okay. They don't need to understand. What's really important that I understand. And the more I keep on staying true to who I am, and I'm protecting my ass. I'm protecting my ass. And and that's where people sign documents for me, so I could protect my ass from shit because of one person. And because what people don't realize that when, you know, it's just interesting because I'm able to tell very quickly where somebody's at and where they're not at. It doesn't make it, good or bad or any of that stuff. It's not about that. It's just how conscious are they? How are they aware? How do they, speak and just talk in general? You know, like it just like I sense and feel it, and but I'm aware of that part of them. So that's why I'm cautious with people. Very, very cautious. And that's where every person has signed a document because I know this could happen, and I'm not allowed anybody, and I'm going to protect my ass. And it's gonna calm down. I know that because I can see what steps I need to do. Spirits tell me, you need to do this, you need to do that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I'm listening. I'm understanding, but truly I'm understanding at a level that I've never understood, to the depth that I now understand. I've always understood to different levels, different degrees, and we all have different abilities and all of that. And I get to come on here, as most of you guys know, I don't talk very often. My true voice is my guitar, because I don't have to think about what to say or how to say it. And when I deal with the outside world, I have to think about what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, and all this, because I'm dealing with all these people that are on different journeys, right? And it's like when I'm talking to them, I talk to them. If I'm talking to this person, I talk to that person based on where they're at this time. I'll say the same thing, but I'll phrase it differently and make sure they understood all of that. And I'm just so proud of myself for the work I've done and my ability to meet people just where they're at. I've always done that, but I didn't understand it. I'm understanding more and more all the time. It's just been amazing. Anyway, let's get back to this amazing part of myself. Hello, Andrea. Okay, let's see where we go. oh, so beautifully said and expressed. Oh, I fucking love you, Andrea. I just fucking love you. I appreciate you. I value you as you are. I so remember when you start hanging out with me. I use the term us, but it's me. And you never said anything at the beginning. I'm pretty sure it's you. Right, if I'm wrong, I'm incorrect. And the more time you had spent, I'll call it hanging out with me, during my lives, and you felt safe to say even a word or whatever. And whatever it was, I always express gratitude. Right? Because sometimes I don't have the words or the word or the language to articulate this. This is what I do is here. I don't do good at this end. Other than, yeah, I don't do good in the outside world. That's all I can say. And so you have helped me beyond any words can even express, Andrea. Because you've also helped me to learn, to open up, and to understand these amazing parts of myself. You have been extremely instrumental on that. And the beautiful part was that, you know, this is my space. And we all know that I make my space public. But it's only public until a person, not everybody, just that person, is whatever in my space. I don't even think about it. I just go to that person's page and block them. This is my space. This is our space. I'm creating a container for us where we feel safe to even say a word like Andrea did. What is it going on? Close to 3 years? And she felt more comfortable all the time and started speaking. And then, you know, she's blossomed feeling safe, and I've blossomed because she's here. Like, it just, you know, she would say something, and I go, yeah, that's it. Thank you, right? You know, it just, you know, it's just, this is my voice. This is my vehicle right here. I can talk about this, and you know, the more that as we go through things is an opportunity to see how we're doing them differently. Because we're not in the same place we were back there. And hopefully we've learned and grown by that experience. So the next time, because it's going to happen again, you guys, guaranteed, right? It's going to happen again. But this time you're going in smarter and wiser, I hope, because you now really, as time goes on, you see them for who they are and all this stuff. So you learn to trust yourself when you have a sense or a feeling about somebody else. You just learn to trust yourself. And then, you know, then you have these experiences and you had a feeling about that person and you're going, okay, I need to be careful of that person. And then that person tries to do something to cause chaos or problem. It's not going to work with me. Because I always believe, and I've always believed, speak the truth, be kind, be considerate, be this, like just be genuine, caring, right? And this person, no, yeah. Anyway, it's just speak truth. Just speak truth and trust that the truth always comes. It always come out. And all we can do is do our part and our play in this. And it's for ourselves. And, you know, I'm taking those experiences into this smarter and wiser and onto who different people are. what they will do, because I've listened to them. I hear what they're saying, not what I think they're saying or meaning. I'm listening to them. And the way, even at the meeting, this person says this about our caretaker. He's illiterate. And I just went, fuck, no. That is rude. That kind of language is rude and disrespectful. And I've never addressed what she said, because it's not about your condescending remarks or what you think about people. Oh, that's condescending towards him, but this is about a way to resolve him. Like it's just the language some people use tells you who they are. It's just listen and hear. And I'm speaking up now more than I ever have through this experience. And as soon as I'm off here, I'm going right back to my computer to finish off this letter that I have to do, because I'm being bullied by the board, the president, and it's not going to work. And because I have all the documentation to support me. And so I met and connected with another board member who had no idea what was going on. Yeah. But she now knows, and action is happening. Anyway, let's get back at this, see where they take us. absolutely correct, Andrea. At this moment, I'm not able to share what you said because I can't see you guys because I'm using Restream. What Andrea said is rewrite my own script and make up my own words. Yeah. I know you said this stuff, but I can't really look, you know that right now. But that just, yeah. Yeah, we this whole thing has taught me so much. And some of you guys know a story in the last, was it 3 years and 4 months, I think it was. I've gone on this mental journey that's been really rough. I, yeah, it's just, wow. But I'm also grateful for going through all of that. And then I made some changes because it just wasn't good. And it was affecting me in my life and my music. And yeah. And ever since starting, I level up for a bit, then go back down, and it's just crazy. But anyway, I have learned from every single experience through all of that. I've shifted my guitar, it's just like, I could have never imagined to play like what I just did. I could have never dreamt of that. It's like, and that's what this looper has done for me. I've always played, rhythm and, have my own style like what I just did. I can do that kind of stuff, but not actually picking. And this, using a looper has activated me because I did not have an avenue or way to express it. And that's what this looper has done. So I hear me back and it activates me, and I've been working at this for the last 4.5 years. I'm not perfect at it. It's not about being perfect. For me, it's trusting myself at a level I could have never imagined I'd be at it where I'm at today. And it's not that it's not being said about me being better than anybody else. I'm talking just about myself. I could have never imagined my abilities to be where they are today. And I'm proud of myself for my journey, all through the bad, the good, the ugly. And I'm praying to God that I'm going to be in this place that I'm at right now for quite a while. I hope so. Because I come out when I'm in this amazing space and place where I'm at, this energy is just flowing through me because it's telling me that I'm just trusting and stepping in and everything I process and seeing all the verifications coming from the universe, spirit telling me, you're on track, keep on going, you're good, right? You're protected, and I am protected. In fact, it was interesting because I'm not sure it was this song or the song before, I turned around and put energy around my home that this person doesn't come near me. I don't know how it really works, but I asked my team for help, right? I told everybody I'm not talking to anybody until I get my letter done. And I'm not, other than what I had to do by delivering somebody a copy of their letter. Otherwise, I wouldn't have talked to them today. And I'm finding it hard to talk to people. I'm here for one reason, to help you. I have knowledge, I have experience. And if you don't want it's like, yeah, it's quite interesting. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get back at this. This is where my guitar comes in handy for myself. Here we go. I did that exactly, 5:22. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you. Yeah, ever so grateful, ever so thankful. It's, oh, I thank myself, primarily, actually, I thank myself for, there we go. It's, Andrea lives in Australia. It's 5:22, 222 on the, today's Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday morning. Or actually, it's noon now, so yeah. Oh, and two watching. And that's just on Facebook. I got some people on here on YouTube. Holy shit. Thanks, God. Thank you. There's a lady I like listening to, like, it's like, you know, when you're scrolling on your phones and stuff, you're doing whatever you're doing, and if you're, I'll rephrase that, sorry. When you're on Facebook and you're scrolling, you know how things will come up, you know, and that's how I found Lori Ladd, and thank you, Deb. And, you know, I listened to her, and the more I listened to her, like, whatever the message was at that moment was what I needed to hear. And then 3, 4 weeks ago, whatever it was now, it doesn't really matter, about a bit ago, this other lady appeared. And, and I was pulled, I was drawn to her. Her energy is like, wow. And I shared that with a few friends. I sent it to Deb, I sent it to Andrea. Andrea already knew about her. But it was just this lady, like, I thank you, Spirit, for bringing her to me exactly when I needed to hear what she had to say, because she does very, you know, like, she'll sit there, you know, this is what I was guided to do, so say after me, right? And then so she says what she says, then she types that up on top, right? And so we just repeat to ourselves, right? And then she go da 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 da. We do that da 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 da. And she's got such a beautiful flow to it all. You're never left behind. And like, it was like, whew. So again, Spirit brought me exactly what I needed in that moment. And then I take, you know, share with other people. And not everybody in my life and world is conscious, I'll put it that way. And it's not a judgment, it's just where they're at. And they're on their own journey. And I'm on my amazing journey. And I've spoken about my friend Deb many, many times with you guys, and how instrumental she has been in my life. And we've been friends, I don't know, is it 8, 9, 10 years, whatever it's been now. And I've never met a person like her that is the real deal. And I mean, she says what she says, she means what she means, and everything else. And but it's not that, you know, she has her team, and you know, and her team is help her to help me, right, in many situations. And you know, I'm very honored. I feel very, very blessed by our personal relationship. She's the only person, this is no lie, you guys, she's the only person I'm able to truly talk to on many, many levels. And I sent her a text when I started tonight, and I just sort of, to a few people on on Messenger, and I just said, I'm live, and I sent them the live link, and it was like, get on here. Something magical is happening. And you know, those names showed up. Yeah. You know, and I don't take Deb for granted. And she doesn't take me for granted. Like, I've never had a friend so conscious, and she's helped me to understand many, many things, right? It's It just, I'm so fucking ever grateful, Deb. You know that. And, because, I'm not calling her to vent, and sometimes I vent, but I'm seeking solution, like, you know, it's, I'm just so ever grateful. You've helped me get through so much, and you've been in my life through my darkest times. Yeah. Even when I wasn't talking or whatever, I could still feel your love and your, concern, and you always made sure that I knew that you were there. And yeah, what can I say beyond that? Like, it's just amazing, and I'm so grateful. So here we go. Gracious me, oh my. I've always loved that song. Even as a kid, there was something about it. And it came back doing this now. 2023. Yeah, late 2023. And I went, holy shit. And so I'm trusting myself, working on it, and just, I don't want to change anything, but I learn from every time I play. And the one thing with me, if I do make a mistake, I can promise you that I've disconnected briefly. That is what causes mistakes. Because I'm channeling, it's not me, Ernestine Day. It's me, the soulful guitarist, channeling energy from source. And if I break that connection in any way, shape, or form through a thought, it's a distraction, and it takes away that channeling. And that's why you heard a couple of boo-boos, because something, it's not that something didn't float by, but if I went, that's it. It's like, and it's not delicate, no, but that's what I've learned, why I make a mistake, because I look at, Christ, like most of the time I never make a mistake, you know, and then all of a sudden I go, so what is it I'm doing differently in that moment? And that's why I come to recognize it. To be what it is. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go be quiet because I got some stuff to do. Thank you for being here now. Thank you for being here later. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trusting every little thing I get to do. Just like, okay. And there's no thinking, you guys. There's absolutely not. It's 100% channel, just like my friend Deb. Deb is 100% a channeler in everything that she is and everything she does. It's not Deb the human. It's Deb, the amazing Deb, who's very connected to Source and her team and to God. And everything, you know, her experiences, and she shared some stuff that I went, holy shit. You know, and people, and I'll use this term, the people are very high in the spiritual world, not all these different organizations, this and that. It's not about that. We're talking about the very high part of the spiritual thing. When Deb reaches out to them, they respond because they know who she is. And that's why she has access to them. We're all here to learn. And we have people who are very well connected. In my experiencing connecting with all these different people, I love the world that I'm a part of. I so fucking love the world I'm a part of. Yeah, I meet a lot of people, and everyone's on their own journeys. But I'm a part of this most amazing spiritual community in what I do, because of what I do, because of who I am. It's not that I'm special. We're all special. Just Spirit will always bring us what we need if we're willing to see it for what it is, and don't get into your brain. Well, that will fuck you up every single time. And you know, and like some of these people said, don't speculate. Right? Find out, is it true or not? Because I have no time for speculation. I have no time for gossip. I have no time for hearsay and all this shit. You know, I made it very clear to everybody, none of you have had access to me. None of you. I set that up for myself because I don't want to be friends with anybody in this complex. It's not about anybody particular. I just don't want to associate with anybody. I have my friends which are on here. I have people that come and appreciate and value me for as not for, but as I am and what I'm bringing forth to you all through this channel of music. And that the only reason why they have access to me, period, is because of the abuse that we are all receiving at the hands of the caretaker. That's the reason why they have access to me. And some people don't understand. I'm really seeing that as well. And I say that to them. They don't know what the fuck but then I turn around and say, oh, that means the fact is I would not be talking to any of you. I may see you in the street, hi, how are you doing? But that would be it. All right? I don't want to have a conversation with anybody here. Nobody. I don't have time. God, I'm just trying to look after me. But on here, it's safe for me to be who I am. Right? I'm safe here. I remember incredible healers, I referred to them as three amigos, and Deb said to me, do you realize you have a portal where you sit and play? And I said, no. She goes, yeah. Holy smokes. Right? But since she said that to me, I sit here and go, And so I have to be very careful when I see that is allowing anybody into my space, talking to anybody. Right? I can always be nice and polite to everybody, but you won't have access to me. And, it's interesting. It's been an interesting experience. Been very interesting. But I need to get back to work doing my response letter. Hello, I just finished. Oh, sorry, bud. Yeah, I'm just signing off. Go back and listen. Trust me. Go back and listen. It was like, holy fuck. It was amazing. So everybody, hugs and loves. I may be back later or I'll maybe back tomorrow. Just see how everything goes. Okay, hugs and loves until the